Turning to news from the Gulf Coast, transporting oil production from facilities in the Gulf of Mexico to the shore has had commercial and logistical problems. One company says it is now able to accelerate the introduction of shuttle tankering in the Gulf. Well, to find out exactly more about this, let's go to our Houston Bureau and Bureau Chief Myra Jolivet. Myra.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much. Today we're going to hear something a little bit different, and it applies to the Gulf of Mexico. We're talking about advances in transportation as it has to do with crude oil production in the Gulf of Mexico. And our guest to tell us about that is Peter Lovey, who is the Vice President of Business Development for American Shuttle Tankers. And I want to thank you very much for coming to the Houston studio today. Now, I just said a mouthful. We're talking advances in transportation, shuttle tankers. First of all, for those who are in a different segment of the business, what is a shuttle tanker?
It's a tanker which takes production from an offshore platform and delivers that production to the refinery, to the refinery's loading berth, and pumps it into its storage tank.
So literally shuttle.
Absolutely. And then it goes back and does it again. But when it does it again, it might go to a different refinery. And that's one of the novelties about this, is that the producer of the oil can choose where he sends his oil now. He can choose that on the basis of best market price. He can choose it on the basis of the refinery that's best able to produce his, to process his oil.
And you're saying this is with the advancement that you're announcing today, because currently that can't be done in the Gulf of Mexico.
That can't be done at the moment.
Okay. You were telling me earlier it's being done in the North Sea, that this has been done.
Yes, it started there, and frankly it started out of necessity. People wanted to deliver oil from some very deep locations, deep water locations, and there was no other way to do it. Pipelines couldn't do it at that point. The idea caught on, and now we deliver oil from all kinds of locations, shallow water, deep water, widely used.
Now, if you had to say how this impacts this part of the business, what does this offer for production? How does it enhance the business?
It offers enhanced margins to the producers, and likely overall it will result in a more efficient market in the Gulf of Mexico.
You know, I'm always curious when we see a technological advance such as this, and especially something where, as you said, it's been done in another part of the world. Why wasn't this done before in the Gulf of Mexico? Is there sort of an answer to that?
We have a very good pipeline network in the shallower water depths. As we got into deeper and deeper water, it's more difficult. Some of the bottom conditions are very mountainous, making it difficult for pipelines. And guess basically a market need. It's not quite that easy as it is in the North Sea, because we don't have any platforms with storage here. So one of the novelties we've had to introduce is putting storage next to a platform. That's that separate storage shuttling technology that we talked about.
Sure. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Very interesting. And we appreciate you coming into the studio.
Thank you.
Again, we have been visiting with Peter Lovey, who's the Vice President of Business Development for American Shuttle Tankers. And with that, we're back to you.